Alright, why am I starting up here? Other than because it's awesome. Dang, I'm gonna get shot. Very little I can do at this point. I want to just get stabilized onto here. And then turn, no, drop, not, no, okay. Shut. Edward, get onto that mast. Okay, I was gonna just shoot him from here, but the game doesn't seem to like that plan very much. What? Unacceptable, Edward. Unacceptable. F-. I was just trying to get him to climb the mast. Alright. Okay, you know what? Let's just hang out down here, actually. Get off of there. There you go. Cool. And oh, it's hard with the ships both moving. I'll just aim for the center of the mast instead of going for the headshot. Missed just a little bit. Come on, reload faster. Reload your gimp pistol. How in the Lord's name did that not shoot him? There we go. He was a little bit out of range, actually. What I want to do is just reload my my weapon. Let's see if we can do that at all. Cause we're at a moment here. I don't think that we can. I just pretty much hit all of the buttons, so.
Damnation seize my soul if I give you quarter. You there, stop.
No, I don't think I'm gonna stop. I can't stop, and I won't stop. A little bit too high for an aerial assassination. Is there a hook at all to let me descend a little bit faster? I guess I can probably drop down to this next one. Weak. Highly weak. Alright, there we go. Can I make that jump? Like, nothing's been working the way that I want it to, so I'm gonna go ahead and say no, I can't make that jump. You don't see nothing, buddy. Can I just get a little bit closer by way of this mast moving? Yes, I can. One more? Now remember, I've got those pistols that are actually max range. It's like the only upgrade that I've actually purchased that the story hasn't forced me to in terms of wandering around. So that's helping a bit there. I've got to be able to drop down to this. It's just that I was on the wrong no. What? What? The worst. Alright, I'll climb down the frickin' mast then. It's just a little bit lamer. It seems like I should be able to drop down there and grab the mast. It's not that far. But, whatever. We'll give the baby its bottle. Alright, this mofo sees me. One headshot. Done. Climb up this. Marksman's got me in his sights, so I'll come over here. Just for a moment, though. And then I'll pop out and shoot him in the head. And not quite die. Cool. Done. Just the way I planned it.
I'm not a man accustomed to murder, Captain. But if you'd taken quarter, you'd not be seeping now.
Sack a muzzle, gobshite. You'll be hanged and sun-dried just as them there were in Boston.
The king's called for a pardon.
Captain, we've searched the hold. It's a middling take, but the medicine we found bears a Charlestown stamp.
Thank you, Mr. Hans.
We cannot resupply Nassau out here by force and accident alone. We should go to Charlestown for the lot.
Hello? Are we victorious?
Damn right we're victorious.
I fear I am not built for the fatigue and care required to live as a man of fortune.
Meet me in Charlestown. 1 month from today.
Ah, we missed the survivors. Darn. I should check the optional objectives a little bit more closely. For some reason, I just don't tend to be looking at the part of the screen where they pop up. Apparently, they're popping up, but I just rarely notice them at the start of the mission.
Get the mainsails into the wind.
He says in 1 month. I'm sure I could just go now. There's a frigate over there. But it's like in a storm. He's got buddies with him. Might just want to sail for the exclamation point instead. What do we got here? In terms of distance and the like, we could probably just fast travel. Yeah, we probably want to fast travel. To Abaco Island.
Clues down.
And let's go.
We're headed straight for land, sir.
We're not headed straight for land. You're headed straight for land. You're out of order. What is over there?
No sword but mains.
Is that a treasure map
Muzzle that duck.
on the mini map? I feel a sudden need to explore. You know I do that. I go for a swim sometimes. Just grope him until I get a treasure map out of him. Alright, there's an X. It's at the base of a rock at 749, 625. Is that where I am right now? 749, 625? No, not at all. It's like super far away, actually. Interesting. There's an iguana, some animus fragments, things of that nature. I've already actually been here. There's also a message in a bottle, though. What do we got, little bottle? Peter Beckford the Elder. My employer must say something, for it was owing to his connections that I came to find such troubled dealings. Peter Beckford was a man of great charisma and pride. In 1662 he had come to Jamaica, and in just 10 years had fast procured himself a sizable portion of land, which he sowed with cane as early as he was able. Upon my coming into his orbit, he claimed all about him. One of the largest private holdings of... Oh. No, sorry, I enunciated that completely wrong. He claimed all about him, one of the largest private holdings of land in all the world, rivaling only kings and emperors for his largest. This same surplus applied to the number of slaves in his employ. That's a horrible way of spelling employ, you monster. Whereas he had arrived in Jamaica with a complement of 3, he now owned the better part of 300. Shrewd and relentless man of business, Mr. Beckford was known also be subservient to a temper of cyclonic power. Wrath and fury and enmity were his primary means of settling arguments that could not be concluded in Mr. Beckford's immediate favor. He was, however, always kind to me, and as gracious a man as one could hope an employer to be. But this I put down to my status in his eyes. He was a traditional man with a respect for rank and breeding. In earlier times, he had been the governor de facto of the island, and though a statesman no longer upon my arrival, he still bore all the signs of a man who felt it his natural duty to lead. I'm making a butchering of this. Further, his political connections he valued as deeply as his sugar and the money it brought him, and it was in this capacity, following the arrival of a Spanish soldier, that I met the man who would change my life for the worse, forever. A young man named Laureano Torres, who is the guy that I've already killed. Back to our ship. Having discovered the secrets.
Mains out, let's go!
And now we will continue hence to our exclamation point. Good old sea shanties. There's a big battle going on here, but all the ships are like gunboats and schooners. It just doesn't feel worth my effort, really.
Heyo, Bonnet! Flying your own flag at last!
Yes. Yes, Blackbeard cut me loose, sadly. Time to have a go at this myself.
Well, that's grand.
Yes, it's for the best, I think. I should have some wild stories when next we meet. Edward, your constant friendship has been my most treasured find on these seas. Well above gold and silver and rum, I prize the courage you have inspired in me this year. Thank you, sir. A fair good morrow to you.
Aww. That's touching, Steed. We run around, loading, 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 loading. Still loading. The loading continues.
Are you not loved, down? Are you not wanted by your wives, and families, and countrymen? How else to explain your government's complete disinterest in your well-being? Hostages for medicines! These were my only terms. And yet, 6 days of pure fucking silence. So I must conclude that you men are the pariahs of Charlestown, and I would profit better by using your organs for chum and your bones for char. By Christ! This is my predicament. Kill ya, or to press you into my service. It's a decision I'll make hardly, but not with remorse. Ahoy, Edward.
What the hell are you doing, man? All of Charleston can see this mess.
It's the idea. Out of range, but well in sight.
So where's the medicine?
We sent a party ashore to partner with the governor. That were a week ago. No noise since.
I'll handle it. Give me a day.
That's how we do. What Edward James Kenway. We solve shit. You've been sitting on your ass for a week. We'll get this shit done in a day.
Ahead. Is it soldiers?
Aye, and in something of a hurry. I propose we follow.
else they spring something we ain't ready for.